It's inevitable. You will at some point face a financial shock. There's no way to avoid it. How can you plan ahead? How can you shock-proof your financial life? I've got 3 ways, that and more, coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. One of the reasons why I love planning is that it improves your chance of getting a favorable outcome. Okay, it improves your outcome set, and it improves the odds of getting a favorable outcome. You can't. Through planning, it doesn't make you better at predicting the future. No one can predict the future, but it can help you prepare for what's ahead. And therefore, when you face maybe a potential financial shock, you're more prepared for it and can navigate it better and improve your odds of a good result. Okay, there's 6 areas to your financial life, my financial life, everyone's financial life: present financial position, protection planning, tax planning, investment planning, retirement planning, and estate planning. We go into a deep dive in a lot of those areas here in content on the channel, so make sure that you hit that subscribe button. But that's the lens, all 6 of those areas, that's the lens that you need to have when you're looking at your financial life, looking at how all 6 of those areas fit together and then making decisions that bring synergy. Not just looking at one financial issue sort of in a separate, well, my taxes are over here, my estate plan's over here, my investments are over here, what I'm trying to save up for retirement is over here. No, they're all interrelated. They're all connected, okay? So that's the perspective. And yet now tying these 2 ideas together, financial shocks in your finances, that's going to happen. I recently heard one. This sort of kicked off the idea for this video of an individual sharing their story about this specific date. And he said, hey, where were you on this date? And it wasn't a date that would stand out to any of us except for him, because that started his cancer battle. And that actually took a surprising turn, and he lived to tell the tale, and so on. And yet so many of us are faced with a similar event, and you just don't know when that shock is gonna occur in your own life. Now, that could be a shock of dealing with a stock market crash or fallout, a job change, a health change, and maybe something with a family member, something like that. But it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Shocks will occur. And yet you might say, well, because these things occur, well, you can't plan for the future, you can't predict it. No. Planning through those 6 areas is going to help shock-proof, not avoid those shocks, but help you to navigate those shocks when they do come up, lessen the pain, and help you get increase the odds of a positive outcome. So how do I define a shock? It's a sudden, unforeseen event that has significant financial consequences. Sudden, unforeseen event that has significant financial consequences. And even though it would, it's got to meet that definition, there's still ways to prepare for them. Now, working with your CFP, your certified financial planner, that's doing comprehensive financial planning. What I mean by that is they're helping with all 6 areas of those of your financial life, those the 6 that I mentioned, and kind of integrating them together. They're going to help you shock-proof as much of your financial life as possible, okay? But just a teaser or a few of the most important areas that you can attend to right now to shock-proof your financial life, I've got 3 of them right here. The first is having an emergency fund and maintaining a monthly budget. We call that monthly budget a 3 bank account system. And I'm sorry to start with the most boring. However, as soon as you lose a job, right, or find out that there's a job change or an income change, that can be an enormous shock. That can be, unforeseen. Yep, significant financial ramifications. Absolutely. But here's the other common feature of a shock is once you know of the event, once the shock occurs, it's too late to fix it. It's sort of like, closing the barn doors after the horses have run out. You're not able to, okay? And so building that emergency fund and maintaining that monthly budget or 3 bank account plan, that's going to help you in the event that a shock occurs, because all of a sudden you lose your job, so your income is eliminated, or you have a reduction in hours or a change in your income, that's why that emergency fund is there. So often we think of that emergency fund as, well, that's going to cover an unexpected bill that comes up. No, actually, once you are working that 3 bank account system where you've got a plan for all of your known monthly expenses, that's bucket number 1, a plan for all of the non-monthly expenses, that's bucket number 2, that emergency fund, it's less likely that you're going to get a surprise bill and more likely that that emergency fund is there for an interruption in your income. Boring, I know, maybe not real flashy. Yep, you might have tried and failed a couple of times as well. Yeah, I get that. And yet, the primary way to manage financial shocks before it's too late, before you experience them, is to get that emergency fund in place and start managing that monthly budget. Your CFP can help you with that, can help you overcome some of the challenges that you've had in the past, help you know where to keep that emergency fund, some tools on budgeting, that 3 bank account system. So that's the first way to manage financial shocks or prepare or shock-proof your finances. Get that emergency fund in place and practice the discipline of a monthly budget. Second way to shock-proof or prepare for shocks before they occur, get the right life insurance in place. Get the right life insurance in place. Again, going back to this individual story that sort of prompted the idea for the topic today. As soon as he got that health diagnosis, he was unable to get life insurance. It simultaneously increased the odds that his family might need life insurance and eliminated his ability to get it. It increased the risk, and it completely eliminated his ability to manage that risk or to transfer it. And it's sort of like one of those health shocks. It's too late. Once you get that diagnosis, once you find out about that, one of the sort of checks that you're going to do is, how's my life insurance coverage? Because there isn't anything you can do about it then. And really, while I'm speaking about life insurance, because that specifically is the scenario that prompted this applies to health insurance as well, getting the right health insurance in place. It's too late. Once you find out that you've got early onset Alzheimer's, it's too late to get a great plan together and get long-term care insurance in place, or that you're going to lose your ability to earn income because of a disability that you've been diagnosed with. Too late to get disability insurance. Obviously, also a severe storm goes through. I did a video just recently. We had a tornado touch down about less than a mile away from my house, and it was through our area in about 3 minutes. It's too late. It's too late to get the right coverage in place, and the devastation that this has left. I mean, it's going to be months before things look similar to the way they looked before. So as soon as that shock occurs, it's too late to plan for it. You've got to plan for it ahead of time, getting the right protection in place. And then the final one that I'll mention, a way to shock-proof your finances, is through diversification. And again, that sounds just like old and tired, okay? But right now, here when I'm recording this, we're getting a lot of shocks in the stock market right now, and the stock market has had some volatility, and yet it's felt a little bit more than just volatility. It seems bigger than that, and we'll see how this plays out. If it gets a lot worse before it gets better, or when the inevitable rebound will occur, but has a lot of people struggling. Oh my goodness, what should I do? I wasn't prepared for this, and partly because the U.S. stock market, large cap stocks, have been so fantastic. And it's been so fantastic has caused a lot of people to say, I'm not holding bonds, I'm not holding international investments. Well, staying diversified would have helped you stay disciplined and hold those areas. And those areas, at least as of right now when I'm recording, have held up okay. All right, have held up okay. So diversification in your investments and making sure that you're sticking with your time horizon of when you're going to need those dollars and your risk tolerance and so on. Make sure that you stay in your lane and manage stock market shocks or crashes as they occur. Diversification, one of my favorite quotes. Does it work? Yes. But will you like it? No. Because through diversification, part of that is always looking at some of your investments saying, you're not doing that great, and being okay with it, versus how we all typically think of it is if something's not doing that great, I've got to change it. I've got to fix it because it's not doing that great. And yet investments are cyclical. And so being diversified, not only with your stocks and bonds, but also U.S. international, but also, and this is the level that we take it to, because sometimes when you need diversification the most, it doesn't show up. Everything moves in the same general direction. Is diversifying your investment strategies as well, so that they are complementary to each other. So those are just 3 of the ways that you can help shock-proof your finances, there's a lot more. And there's a lot of other risks that you need to manage by working with your CFP, doing comprehensive financial planning. So work with your CFP on that. Have the clarity and confidence, because it's not just that, well, you're prepared when these shocks come up. You've got financial peace and financial confidence all the time, because shocks, while they are inevitable, they are rare. And you want to have that peace each and every day. And so work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go on, take your next wise step in your financial life.